Welcome, folks. Farmer Cop here for episode 8 already of our No Man's Land gameplay series. So if this is what you're looking for, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, folks. So it is morning. I slept through the night. A couple things to note real quick. So first off, our loan interest. So if you remember from last episode, we did get a little bit of a loan going. So we're sitting here at negative 160,000, and I'll explain all the money I have in a second. So we're sitting here at negative 160,000 in the loan balance here. So we got hit for $449 worth of loan interest. So not too bad. Definitely something we want to work on getting down as fast as possible, but it's not too bad. So another thing, this episode, what we're going to do, since a lot of you said yes, let's do it, is we are going to go ahead and I'm going to add a town. That's why I cheated in $500,000 using the government subsidy mod, which I said I do to do the town. So I'm going to use exactly $500,000, and one way or another, I'll make sure I get down to that exact amount. So I use that. And if anything, I'll go a little over. So we had $3,170 when I woke up, and then I just added in $500,000 using the government subsidy mod. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build a town, and I know exactly how I'm going to build it and where I'm going to build it, and I think and I'm definitely going to have some fun doing it, so that's what I'm going to do here in a second. I sold all the government subsidy stuff, so I placed them right here just because of whatever. It didn't matter. I was going to get rid of them right away to get me just the $500,000. So $85,000 is already going to go into buying a plot of land, maybe two, just to get the town going. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to build a super huge town. I mean, I'll have to use all the money, but I'm going to build kind of a medium-sized town or a smaller town. And if we feel that as our farm gets bigger, more people would, quote-unquote, move to the area or move to where we have this going on, then I will add more stuff to it. But for now, it's just going to be a little small town. There are a couple things to add on, so I did go ahead as far as mods that I added in this time. I know I add a couple mods in every time, it seems like, but I had to add in, of course, the add-on Straw Harvest DLC. I had to add that on. I really want to use that. I think I really do want to use it here in No Man's Land. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to use it in my Sandy Bay 19 game series or my No Man's Land game series, but I think I'm going to do it in this one. I mean, I might do it in both. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about that DLC. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that at some point. I also added the Lizard Trek 600, which if you don't know what that is, we'll just go into, I believe it's in forestry stuff, if I could, yeah, go down to the end. Yeah, so this guy right here, so it is expensive. Essentially, this thing just deletes trees. It drives over and deletes trees. I believe it comes with the plow on the back when you buy it. Maybe it doesn't come with it, but I thought it came with it, if I remember correctly. But you just kind of delete trees, so it's great for creating fields and stuff like that. But we probably won't use it for creating fields since we have another mod, the Cultivator Create Fields mod. But this will be great if we want to just clear out some trees real quick and don't necessarily need the cash, obviously, later on in the game. But so I added that. And then also Thani1 mentioned, one of my subscribers, Thani1, mentioned that I should add the animal add-on mod, which is a great mod. So I have a Joskin Aquatrans over there, but we have pigs here in the back. And with the pigs, and this goes for all animals too, and it also makes it so chickens require water, but it allows you to, if you go in, let me see when we go over to it here. So if we go over to where they need water, which is going to be right here, this guy right here allows you, so it's $18 a day, but you can pay $4,300 to install a new pipeline. So we actually can't afford that right now because we technically speaking only have 3,170, and we have the Aquatrans, so we may not use it this episode, but I kind of forgot about that mod. That's actually a really good mod. I've used that quite a bit when I had my personal games in the past, but I haven't used it in a while. The pigs sure made a mess here. But also on a side note, last episode, if you remember, I was a little stressed about how much the pigs had to eat, but I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't even bought that stupid big bag. If we go into animals, they've got plenty of food, so they're fine. We're already up to 44 pigs, so if you remember, we bought 40, and then we had, I think, one new one when we ended, and we're already almost close to it. We're going to get another one here real quick, probably by the time I finish building the village, which I haven't built a little town or village or whatever yet. We're starting to build up some manure and slurry, which is great. I think we're going to end up going with spreading slurry first, at least. But again, we got to get a little bit more money. It's going to be a while before we have enough anyways to do stuff as far as the pigs go, so we're just going to wait until the pigs keep reproducing and making us more money. And actually, is their reproduction rate? Yeah, so it's 15 minutes faster now that we have 4 more pigs. So that's great that that's improving, excuse me. So essentially, once the guys get up to about 80 pigs, And then that'll be kind of a pretty fast rate. And then once it gets to 100, obviously they'll stop reproducing because this is the small pen. Its max capacity to 100. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and sell the top 20 down to 80 again, and then it'll reproduce up to 100, sell down to 20, or sell down to just the top 20 of them off. So we'll have 80 again. So I'm pretty excited. We're actually going to make, I think, quite a bit of cash on our pigs here. So this is, again, was another idea by Thawny One to add that in there. So he's all about the animals. So I'm pretty excited about that. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to work on getting... What we're going to do is I'm going to work on, I think, the town. Another thing, too, subscriber of mine, gosh, let me get the name real quick. I can't remember what it is. Bradley Murrow, which he mentioned one thing, which I think is actually a pretty good idea. So I was kind of going back and forth in this, but I think I might just do it just because it's not too hard. So right here at the end, where are we going to get grass for our silage and stuff like that? If we just quickly make a field here, which we can do in like 10 seconds with the cultivator, then we're going to have a field where we can just fertilize and get more grass. So essentially, if we take care of the grass, we're going to get a lot more yield out of it, which is definitely the case. And we still have our silage here to sell. And actually, I haven't looked at pricing. Hopefully we can sell it today. Let me go take a look at what the silage price is. $3.52 and going up. So we're definitely going to sell that today when that tops out. So that'll give us a good boost in cash there. So that'll be nice for us. And what do we have in storage? We have our oats in storage, so we still have all that cash just kind of sitting there. So that's actually not a bad price for oats. We may end up selling the oats today. Gosh, it's been so long since I recorded an episode on here. Well, it's only been a couple of days, but it feels like it's been a while. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work on the town, I think. I think that's what I'm going to have going on for now. Oh, and also, too, another thing. So we're trying to use that broom mod that had the broom that attached to the front loader, and I guess I was using it wrong. Go figure. So it was not my fault it was not the mod's fault that it wasn't working. It was my fault that it wasn't working. Xbox Grandpa, one of my subscribers, mentioned to me in a comment saying, oh, hey, this is how you use it. So apparently you have to hook it up to the bucket, or one of the buckets, in order to get it to work. So I don't know if we'll end up using it or not, just because I found out that last episode, as you remember, the milling machine works fan-freaking-tastic to pick up the extra feed. So I really like the milling machine. It's probably my favorite mod. So I may just keep using that. But it's good to know that if we want to use that in the future, it actually does work. So, yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to go ahead and go over and start working on where I'm going to build the town. And then I think that'll be it. And then, yeah, after I get that done, I'll be back with you. All right, folks, I managed to build us a town. I did have to add in a little bit more money to get it all done. And then I ended up having too much money at the end. So I had to do just some, just repetitive landscaping up there until I got it down to exactly. So I went $1 lower than I wanted to. So up in the corner, you can see there. $3,169. We had $3,170 before, so it cost me $1. The other thing I kind of thought about that I realized that I didn't think about before, and we're going to drive up and take a look at the town, of course, because you guys have to see the new town. Oh yeah, the thing I was thinking about that I kind of didn't think about before was, well, so all the buildings we built have daily upkeep costs. Right, just because they're just different buildings in game, which is something I didn't think about, which is something that technically speaking we shouldn't have to pay for, since we don't technically own the land and whatever else have you, and everything like that. But so we'll go take a look at the town. But the daily cost of all these buildings, the daily upkeep cost is $236. So not super high, not actually terribly unreasonable. You can start seeing the town here now. And also I will say, it's not a beautiful town. I tried to make it kind of decorative. Some of the things I wanted to place didn't really place the way I wanted to, and the landscaping tool and textures can kind of be a little chunky sometimes. So I didn't want to take essentially 3 hours to design this bad boy. And it's not super big. We'll make it bigger as we go. But I kind of thought about that 236. You know, we'll just pay it every day. We're not going to try to get our money back. Because now there's more people moving into this area, it's going to get, technically speaking, our whatever our land taxes might be or anything like that, and our income tax. I don't know how taxes and everything necessarily work where you're from at, but I think $236 a day is a reasonable tax for what we get as far as the extra stuff we have. So the first thing right here on the right as we're coming into our town, I put a little office building, and if you haven't seen my map guide or my map, geez, I didn't mean to do that. That was supposed to be pavement. I may end up coming out here and fix things later. But if you haven't seen it, you should go look at my map tour for No Man's Land. And it goes over kind of all the mods that Alien Jim put into this map. So this is all stuff right now that I'm looking at here that's just standard in game, including some cell phone points that we have as well. So I put this office in here. Then I put these are just kind of decorative grain bins, which I thought are kind of nice. And then this is it's a Windmill sell point. So if we go into, and then I love this, all our new sell points are here. So this is the Windmill sell point, which buys wheat, barley, oats, sunflowers, and corn. So it's just a new kind of just like essentially just a grain mill. So it's kind of awesome. And there's our vehicle shop is still there. I mean, as you can see in here, I have the pallet sell point, slurry tray, and manure export. So I only added one for crops right here just because I thought, well, it's not super big. Our town's not super big yet. So we're still going to keep it pretty reasonable. And this is kind of that turnoff area right here. But we're actually not going to go that way. We're going to go into kind of where I would say the main entrance is. And like one of the things that's not super neat is I wanted these fences all to connect up, but I just couldn't get it to happen. It just didn't work out. So it is what it is. I'm sorry, guys, it's not super perfect. If there's anything you want to see me add to the town, let me know. I mean, obviously, we'll keep building up, but I don't know why I drew up here. This is the regular sell point. So then this is kind of a main road. I put some street lights and stuff up. I just put a little office building, just kind of decorative, still some space here. Put a little kind of neighborhood-esque thing in here, just a little cul-de-sac type deal with some houses and then another house up there. We'll actually drive up there and take a look at that. We might as well. Yeah, I just put some lights because it's kind of nifty. Actually, the lights are one of the more expensive things to have upkeep on, as well as these houses are actually fairly expensive. I think they're each $10 a day, so they were a little bit more expensive to have here to keep or to have upkeep every day. But $236 still isn't really that bad. And this is the garden center, so this is what I'd say is like the where you go as if you're a customer there or you weren't like a retail. And this is where I was doing my ghetto landscaping, so just ignore that. But back here is kind of like the entrance for if you're where you're going to sell stuff or you're going to buy stuff. And I didn't put any buy points, I just put sell points in here, but I'll actually hop out and take a look. So this is for the pallet or for the straw DLC add-on. This is the pellet sell point. So I just figured why not put it in real quick, might as well. This is a slurry sell point and this is a manure sell point. So a garden center actually honestly should be a little bit bigger just for what it's doing, but yeah, so I try to be kind of nice and decorative, trying to put some flowers on the hill, put some little dirt paths in. I try to be as creative as possible. It didn't work out super well. You guys are probably like, wow, well, this town sucks. I don't even know why you bothered. But if you have any tips for me to make the town better, please comment below. I'm happy to take advice and tips from you guys. Don't be mean if possible, but if there's things you want me to see or you want to see your changes or you want to see done or you want me to change, just let me know. But anyhow, that's now that we got the town all set up, we're actually not too far into this episode. We're probably, 10 or so minutes into it by now. What we're going to do is we're going to start doing what we're here to do. We're going to start farming. We're going to start making some cash off our land. Oh, I don't want to roll the truck. I thought it was coming up there. Maybe it's not. It's just my imagination. So there's weeds in some of these stupid fields. So we actually need to deal with that ASAP. So let's just hop into our map. Okay, now I had to buy 2 plots of land up there, so you see all of our stuff's in there. And again, I only use this little space here, so we have plenty of room if we want to expand the town. Obviously, this map is freaking huge, guys. We're never going to run out of space in this map. Well, I shouldn't say that. I just want to develop this map and get her going. Let's go over to here. So they all need weeding. They all need lime. We're not going to worry about that. They're all fertilized, which is great. Well, no, they're only fertilized to one state. So we need to fertilize them all, and we need to weed them all. So that is our #1 priority right now. So let me go hop in a tractor here. Where did I park the other tractor? Oh, it's overhooked up. Never mind. It's overhooked up to, and I might be destroying some of these crops. I probably should put some narrows on. So let me go ditch the seeder here. I just parked it there last night after I got everything seeded up. So let me just go ahead and I'll park it right here for now. It's fine. Detach that bad boy. We'll go get some narrows put on this just to make sure we don't destroy any crops. We'll just hook up. We probably only need 1 right now still. We probably don't need the extra tank. We don't have super big fields. Oh. What is that there? That's herbicide. Perfect. We'll do the weeding first. That works fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Sweet. And go get narrows. Now that we got the herbicide all loaded up, and then we will just start knocking about and getting all these fields good and set and ready to go. All right, hop out here, go into our shed. Of course, it's going to detach the sprayer when I do anything here. Oh, let's just go and repair one here. It's only 226. Yeah, so customize, not sell. What engine does he have? Well, he has a small one. We're not going to worry about that. We don't have a lot of money, so I got to be careful spending our money right now until we... Okay, sweet. I have narrows for him. I couldn't remember. I thought we'd bought narrows for this guy, and the other one already had them, but I could not remember. So, okay, we might as well just hit this field while we're here. So essentially what's going to happen today is we're probably going to, we're going to sell at least the silage for sure. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this guy going here. I'm probably just going to hire someone, and then I'm going to run over to our tractor and start loading up the silage. Or at least one trailer full of silage, because we have a lot of silage. Let me get over a little bit. Make sure he hits it all. He's probably going to have to do it in 3 swaths, which is going to waste a little bit, but that's okay. I'll hop out, get out of his way. We'll run over to our other tractor. And our pigs are doing great. They didn't burn anywhere near. We probably have enough food for like a day or two, which is great. Oh God, the weeds are so freaking long. They had all night to grow. Oh, but that's okay. We will be okay. All right, let's go over to this guy. I'm recording this. I got off work at 7. Now I'm at home, 7 a.m. that is, and I'm at home recording this. But and also, if you're new to the channel and you didn't know why it was called Farmer Cop, it's because I'm a full-time police officer in the United States. That's what I do. State of Washington, more specifically, if you wanted to know what area. But if you have any questions about police work too, just feel free to comment below. My email address is farmercop911@gmail.com. So if you had any questions that you just were more detailed, or you wanted to get more better response, or you didn't feel like were appropriate to comment on YouTube, just go ahead and shoot me an email. I'm always happy to answer those questions. So yeah, but I'm happy to do that. Last night when I okay, sweet, it is working. Perfect. We'll just let him sit there. But last night when I was at work, actually when I was coming on to shift, the county that I work in, so I work for a city, but there's obviously, it's in a county, if you know. So in the United States, I guess, I don't know if you guys know how this works or not, but states are divided up into counties, and then counties have multiple cities in them. So the county has a sheriff's office, which is what's responsible for law enforcement for like any area that's not incorporated into its own city police department. So like anything inside the city limits would be in the jurisdiction of the city police, and then anything outside would be the county police. So the county actually were in a high-speed chase with a vehicle, and we all went when we got on shift to go help them out because they kept going. So one of our other officers was able to get spike strips out and deploy spikes, which is pretty awesome, and get the car stopped. So we got everything essentially, the main thing is everything was completed, over and done as fast as possible. No one was hurt. No police officers, no suspects, nothing. And they got the guy in custody. He was running because he had a felony warrant for his arrest. And then also it's another felony to run from the police in a vehicle in Washington. So he got that felony charge as well. And actually, what am I doing? Do I want to sell it right now? I want to make sure we get the most out of the most bang for a buck here. So let's go over here. But yeah, I thought that was kind of nifty that you guys might care about that sort of. 353. Okay, it's topped out. We'll go sell that. But first, we need to run over. He's already done with this field, so which makes sense. It's not a very big field. We need to get him hooked up and get him going working on the other one. So let me go get him. Did he? Oh, crap. We're going to have to do this last section here, but we can do that. Not a big deal. All right, we'll just hit it like this. It doesn't matter. It's going to waste a little bit, but we'll be okay. We'll survive. Gosh, those weeds look so ugly. But I suppose it is what it is. No, this guy's going to need gas soon, too. I have to worry about that. If you saw Sandy Bay 19, the episode, I don't know what one, I think it was episode 2. I think it's already come out since I've been talking about this, but I got that pickup 2014 service truck. And I don't think I put it in here. No, I didn't yet. But I might get it, guys. I love that mod. It's another one of my favorite mods. Oh, it's funny how that works. If you get a couple mods you really like, you start using them. I may eventually do a gameplay series that's just... Oh, I don't want to hit anything. It's too late for that, though. I guess I hit the Aquatrans. And you know what? We could sell the Aquatrans, and then we could go ahead and... we could use that mod that Thonny1 had us install. Because we could just go ahead and get the pipe installed then after that. But anyhow, let's get the fields taken care of. We can worry about that here in a second. We still got that massive pile of straw, too. We might end up selling some of it because our pigs are not going to go through this straw super fast. And actually, we should have another pig by now or two. Yeah, another pig and another one in an hour. We're doing great on pigs here, guys. We may not make any money off the pigs for a couple episodes even, but in the end, they're going to pay off. And once the pigs start paying off and we start getting some more cash flow, we're going to get our loan paid off. And probably after we get the loan paid off, We might take out another loan to buy another chunk of land so we can farm a little more too. But all right, I'm going to tab back over to... I don't like to tab if I can avoid it, but... well, I mean, in my personal games, I'm not going to lie, I tab like crazy. I use that tab button all the time. But in my gameplay series that I'm actually recording, I try not to tab if I can avoid it. But yeah, we'll take the silage down and we'll sell it. We should get... we'll get a decent price. Probably get $5,000 for what we got in here. Somewhere in that range. Maybe a little less. Probably $4,000 would be my guess. But I think we got another trailer and a half-ish inside the bunker silo. And plus, once it's emptied out, we can start working on filling it again. Because I think our grass is going to be... Let's check it out here. Go over here, too. We need to add grass in again. There's grass. Go over to... Yeah, it's all ready to harvest again. We'll make that... We'll probably harvest that just so it's done. And then we'll... Oh, geez, I'm driving off the road. And then we'll turn it into a field. Because then we can start doing... some other stuff where we're getting the grass fertilized, and we'll end up getting more. So we'll end up cutting that, mowing it, collecting it, turn it into a field. That'll be another goal for us today. I honestly, guys, I do like that we did a town, even if it's not a super fancy town or super fantastic. I like that, you know, it just adds a little bit more to the map. Honestly, it just feels like, oh yeah, we're going into town now. We're not going to the singular sell point. Yeah, sorry, some of it's a little uneven. We're not just going to the singular sell point anymore. We're going into town here to sell stuff, which is awesome. I love it. Is this not where I'm gonna... Oh, duh. There we go. We gotta get... I was like, this better accept it. But there we go. Money's going up a little bit. Yeah, honestly, it's gonna seem like a lot just because we don't have a whole lot of cash right now. But I do want to get another load of pig feed, but we don't need to necessarily do that today. I'd rather buy like a trailer full of it. 74? Did I do my math? What in the world? Oh, I was thinking as if it was half... Oh, yeah, I did my math completely wrong. Oh, gosh. Well, that's great that we're getting more out of a trailer than I thought, which means we're probably going to get like 20,000-ish for our silage, which is fan-freaking-tastic, if that is how much we end up getting. Which that's like, honestly, what we're going to get out of the oats that we have in the silo anyways. So let's take a look at oat prices. I just tried to steer the tractor while I was in this menu. It's not going to work. All right, oats. 1,027. I think that's a good price, especially based on that. So I think we're just going to go ahead and sell those too. I think that's just what we got to do. I think we just sell those and get that going. Yeah, guys, we have to get the straw harvest DLC. I am honest with you guys, I have not used it, period. The first time I use it will likely be in front of you guys in a gameplay series. And I think it'll be this one, honestly. I think this will be the first one where we're going to be kind of financially ready for it. Gosh, why? I thought we just repaired this tractor, but no, we repaired the other one. I say, because this guy is low on maintenance too and needs fuel. Whew, we definitely got to get these guys fueled up. But yeah, we got to do that straw. I want to start making pellets. I want to even make I'll even make hay pellets and all sorts of stuff. Gosh, I really want to do that. Very excited to do that. Yeah. How's our guy doing? Is he still working? No, he's done. Okay, well, let me go get him going again. So I'm gonna get going on this. I'll probably bring you guys back in. You guys probably don't need to watch me just run around the farm, but I'll probably bring you guys back in after I get another full load. And actually, this guy's empty. I guess I could do 2 loads at once. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. I'll do that when we do the grains for sure. Actually, I think the grain will all fit in one trailer. Yeah, that'll all fit in the big trailer, so not a big deal there. I'm glad we're stocked up on that kind of stuff, so we don't have to worry about it. All right, let me go over. So anyhow, I'm going to get this guy moved out, and then I will go get the silage loaded up, and then I will bring you guys back in. All right, so I know I'm not loaded up with silage, but I did run into a little conundrum here. So I was trying to back up and get some of that silage there, but then, well, then it started picking up the chaff, and now I have, look, I guess this guy does have a capacity, and that's why I kind of, I don't want to drive over the rock. I was looking out at the capacity, but thank goodness we have this second trailer, because we were just going to load it with chaff. Oh, man. Perfect. All right, well, we will load this guy with chaff, and then we will keep going with the silage, because it had this little weird part that kind of bled out the last time. All right, let's get this guy loaded up here. Just get the silage this time. I don't have to switch yet. Okay. Get that. That last part of it. Come on now. Oh. Oh. Did it just take over the... Did you see that? Whoa. I don't know why it's glitching out. I don't know what it's doing. Now it says we have... Oh, gosh. Well, we just lost all of that, but thankfully it wasn't very much. Well, that's good to know. So next time, future reference, we need to get everything in this silo. Well, at least we have that bucket now, so if we have to, we can hook up a front loader and make sure we get everything loaded up properly. Ooh, there we go. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. Well, there you have it. The milling machine is not the most perfect mod, but I still stand by it being one of the best. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let me get this guy hooked up. Beautiful. Jesus, this does not turn wide. Oh, just made it. All right. Oh, I need to switch over to that. Lower down, turn it on. Now it should be pretty easy. Now it should just load up without any problems. Beautiful. At least it's got a wide, like the actual milling machine kind of has a wide swath that it gets that's wider than it is itself. So it does end up getting pretty much everything pretty easily, which is awesome. So that's fantastic. This is great. We may end up having more in here than I remembered putting in here. I mean, I know I put at least a couple, like probably like 2.5 of these in here, but maybe there's more. Which, I mean, I ain't gonna argue. That's perfect for us. If we can get this thing loaded up today and then get it fermenting overnight, that would be perfect, because then we'd have more silage to sell tomorrow. And two, once we start going with cows, if we're still going to do cows, which we kind of talked about a little bit, then we're already going to have a way to get silage all set up here. So it's just perfect. My goal might be to not make any bales. I don't know, kind of back and forth. I do a lot of baling in my personal. No, don't throw it in that trailer. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's yeah, you guys, if you have any more, you might as well chuck it in there. You already did. Oh boy. Alright, well, I'll move that trailer before we continue. Actually, I'll probably load it into that trailer just because that way we can empty it out. So I might as well hook you there. Oh boy, the milling machine is just kind of doing what it wants now. Not making me happy, that's for sure. Okay, well, let's go sell this, and then I'm debating whether or not we just hold on to the cash or we just honestly just pay down as we go. I mean, it's only $449 in interest, but I mean, over time that's going to add up. That's about $1,000 every couple days. So, or it basically is $1,000 every 2 days. So, I definitely don't want us to spend a ton dealing with that interest. So, geez, I can't drive. Cannot drive. I get distracted. I look down at something on my desk or something, and then I end up driving all over the place. So, yeah, let me just keep this guy going. But yeah, I'll get this guy up to the store, and then I'll be back with you guys. All right, here we are back up at the store, selling second load. Should get a decent, again, well, we should get the same thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it should be the same thing. Sweet, it's under $7,400 or something like that. Perfect. Fantastic. Then we'll load up the small trailer. Gosh, I hope it all fits in there. I won't be happy if it doesn't fit in there. I'll just drive in here, I might as well. I don't do a whole lot of tractor driving. Also, guys, spoiler alert, the thumbnail will probably have something to do with this here new town on the left side, which obviously it's not really a spoiler, because if you're watching this video, you've already seen the thumbnail. I don't know, maybe you didn't pay attention to it very much, but yeah, that'll probably be the thumbnail, but just because it's probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen here. But anyhow, I'm going to drive us back down to the farm. Alright, we're back, and the first thing we're going to do is park this trailer far away from anything we're doing over there. Just because I don't want that same thing to happen, so let me disconnect it there. Alright, I'll drive back over there. And then we'll hook up to, I think I'll hook up to this guy first, since that's a swivel axle trailer. It'll be a little bit easier to maneuver around. Oop, not back up, do that. Perfect, perfect. All right. Should be able to just squeeze through here. Fantastic. There's a little piece of chaff there. Maybe that's chaff. Looks like chaff. Well, regardless of what it is, I'm suspicious of it now. I don't like it. It's evil. Gosh, that is chaff too. All right, well, we have to go in the other way, and we have to avoid that chaff at all costs, just because it'll ruin something. Oh, boy. If we lose this whole load of silage because of a little chunk of chaff, I will not be a happy camper. All right, here we go. There you go. Now you're picking it up. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, maybe not a whole lot here. I thought there was going to be a little bit more, but that's okay. We still got a decent amount out of it. Okay. Now, before we keep going, lift this guy up and turn it off. I'm even going to wait for it to stop spinning. I'm just so paranoid about that chaff. Oh, man. All right, well, we don't really need to bring the milling machine with us, and it really hasn't earned a trip to the store, so it's been kind of unruly, so we'll leave it there. And then we will drive down to the store, and we will sell our last load of silage. All right, here we are. And we're definitely not going to get anywhere near what we did in the last time, the last couple loads, but we'll see what we get. Not too bad, another $1,400, but cleared out the silo for us, which is important. That way we can, just destroy their flower pot. Yeah, the tractor hitting a flower pot, it would wreck it, but... And actually, another thing I was curious about, how much we're actually going to get if we sell manure and stuff. Slurry trailers, there's manure. It's not worth really anything. That is honestly disappointing, but at least, hey, we can sell it if we want to. The slurry is worth more. Jeez. And you make more slurry, I think. Yeah, maybe we'll use that as the fertilizer since we're getting more. Digestate's worth a lot. We got to get a biogas plant so we can start dumping our silage in there and getting digestate. That's what I should have done. I should have put that in our first town. That's what I should have done. Well, that'll teach me to not do that. It could go right there. I mean, it's a perfect spot for it. Anyhow, it is what it is, I suppose. I'll get us back to our farm. We'll make sure our guy is still weeding all of our crops and what have you. All right, so I was positioning our sprayer to get our last field here, and I saw this, and I have no explanation for it. I couldn't even begin to tell you how that happened. My guess would be a worker not doing a very good job, so we'll have to give that person some counseling or some extra training on how to drive a tractor. But yeah, that they definitely missed a couple of strips there. It seems like we always have some sort of issue. Sorry, that's probably annoying to see that, but there, that's kind of the view I wanted. Anyhow, and this guy's going to hit that. Yeah, he's not going to be able to go through. Okay, we'll turn you off. Let me get this by hand, and then I'll hire a worker. Oh, boy. Just the struggle. The struggle on Farmer Cop's farm is real. And per usual, we're not able to do anything with that last little section there. All right, right here should work. Beautiful. All right, he's working on that. Let me go get back to... let me go see what we got going on with our trailer. I think, yeah, I only drove it part way back to town, or back way to our farm. So I'll go ahead and get that guy the rest of the way here. All right, so I'm going to go, I went ahead and switched around. I'm going to start getting ready to hook up these guys. So hook these two guys up so we can load up. Actually, that's right, we don't need both trailers for oats. I don't know why I kept thinking I needed that. I already went over this. Come on, Holden, pull it together. Come on. All right, let's get over this. All right, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Go over the oats. Awesome. Yeah, they're all going to fit in there, no problem. Almost, honestly, the perfect amount. And up there in the corner, Helper C has completed their task. I almost don't believe it. Yeah, they're so terrible at their task, but we need to go get him situated with fertilizer since our crops are probably honestly going to be ready to harvest here soon. I like to make sure we get all the fertilizer states out of them. So where are you at? There you are. Just sitting there. Did you get it all? Oh, you did. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we'll get you loaded up with fertilizer so we can get these fields max yield. The max yield out of them. So really want to buy that chunk of land right there. That'd give us probably do a grass field in there, and we could, oh man, it'd be great. Give us a grass field, and we could probably, well, I mean, we're gonna need more room for us to do cows anyways, because we need somewhere to put the cows. But yeah, that'll just be fantastic if we can get that rolling. Let me go ahead and unload the fertilizer over here. Yeah, right, or excuse me, the herbicide, and then I believe this tank here has fertilizer in it. Perfect. See how much we get out of here to see if we're gonna have enough. Oh yeah, that should be plenty. Oh yeah, that'll be more than enough to do all of our fields. So, all right, get this guy unfolded, and we'll get him rolling here while we haul the oats. I'm gonna start him over. I know you're gonna be like, why are you doing this? But hopefully, if I start him like here, he's gonna end up doing 3 rows like he's supposed to and get the whole field. But I doubt it. I just do. Make sure he's getting good extra. Yeah, perfect. That's just what we want. All right, hop out, block him for a second. My bad, worker. You keep doing you. I'm not sure how we both fit in that tractor anyways, but we do. So, and then make sure our price is still decent for this before we go haul it down there and realize it's bad. Oats. Yeah, 1,027 is still decent. Sadly, we don't get to use our new sell points. We're not going to use any of them, I don't think, right now. All that work putting in a town, and we're not even using our sell points there. Oh, boy. Yeah, gosh, we should have put in a biogas plant. It's going to give us more money for silage. Maybe we'll end up doing that next episode. I might end up doing that. Gosh, that'd just be so nice if we had a biogas plant just so we could put more stuff in. I think that'd just make it great. Now we're getting the digestate, too. And that's what you're doing. I mean, that's honestly what you're doing in every other map. Well, I guess you also have the ability to sell it. I mean, a lot of maps you have to pay for the biogas plant itself, but which I actually disagree with on a lot of maps. I think that it's the biogas plant. I think is just going to be like any other business. We're going to go to it to sell stuff and everything like that. So I don't like that you have to buy it per se. I kind of like that where in like the older farm sims where you already had access to it, which I think is pretty reasonable. Now, I get it, though, for as far as, like, using their bunker silo as well. They may not want using their bunker silos, or you should have to pay a fee or buy the bunker silo or something like that. But in the case, like, for us in this map, especially where we have the bunker silo, we're doing everything ourselves. We're honestly just giving it to them so they could use it as silage. We're giving them a product. And now they are giving us the digestate, which, you know, it is what it is. But they probably don't want it. They don't have anything they can do with it. So they're probably just giving that away for a reason. So, and then we can take the digestate from there and sell it here. We should be perfect. Or use it as fertilizer, obviously. So, yeah, I think it'd be great to do that. Oh, we need to get fuel before we leave here. So we'll sell this, and then we're going to go get some fuel. Because we might as well while we're up here. So, all right, we should get... Shoot, we should get... We're going to get, like, what, 20 grand-ish? 20,000-ish for this? And also, by the way, I'm sorry, on my Sandy Bay 19 map, which is based in the United Kingdom, I always have it set to dollars just because it is for no man's land. So I always forget to change it to pounds. Look at that. 20,575 bucks. That's perfect. Now we're up to 39. You know what? That's just... While we're here thinking about it, so I don't forget, we'll just pay off... Yeah, we'll keep 9,000. That's fine. But look at that. We already paid down 30 grand off the loan. That's perfect. And we're going to have another harvest here soon. We're essentially getting like a harvest a day, it seems like, if we're keeping up with it, which is awesome. And we got plant growth on normal. I don't want to have to go through and like say all the settings that we started off with every time I start a new episode here, because I spend the first 10 minutes getting it set up for anyone. So, but if you're new to the channel, this is the first one you've seen of my gameplay series, go check out the other ones. You definitely should just to see how we got to where we're at here. 124 bucks for fuel, not too bad, not too bad. All right, we will drive back down there, and I think I'm gonna start. Well, I'm sure the tractor's probably gonna be pretty close to the other tractor's gonna be pretty close to done with what he's working on. And actually, this guy, we're gonna go repair this tractor, and then after we repair this guy, we are going to probably hook up the mower and start mowing, and then we'll take the milling machine and go out and collect all our grass and start loading our bunker silo back up so we can make some more cash that way. Because yeah, if we can get, if by the end of today, if we have another harvest done, we get our fields good to go. And I don't know if this all happened this episode, because this episode's already starting to get probably closer to the end. I mean, it's not at the end yet, but it's starting to get towards there. So yeah, probably won't happen this episode just because it's not even noon yet here, and we're more than halfway done with the episode. We will we're going to end up today in no man's land, like on this day, this game day, we're going to end up harvesting, and hopefully we're going to end up getting the fields prepped for another round of crops so they can grow overnight. Just more efficient that way. That way we're getting a harvest a day if we can do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to harvest though, but I'm sure there got to be at least some of the crops are going to be ready to harvest, and we can start getting fields going. And then hopefully we can get mowing done today so we can get all that going. And our pigs are just going to keep reproducing, which is great. They're going to be caught up. I mean, give it a game day or two and they're going to be caught up. Did he? No, are you serious? He didn't even... well, my plan didn't work. Is what it is. I will hop out. Let me just hop out and go finish that real quick and get him on to the next field. These guys are getting close. Shoot, they got to be getting really close. Let me go over to growth. I mean, I guess this guy's not... But these guys are really close. I actually probably should go get those ones sprayed first. I mean, this guy's already... I'm just going to finish this guy up over here. But, yeah, let me back up a little bit, because just in case he missed a little bit when he stopped. Yeah, it looks like he did. Let me make sure I got it all. Oh, he didn't get that at all. I'll have to go back and get that. Oh, well. Make sure I'm still getting it all. Yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, this guy needs gas. We'll have to run him up to the store. Probably end up doing that today, too. Sweet. And then we'll go hit that little... Oh, I just missed that tree. That was perfect. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It definitely helps me out, show your support, and encourages me to keep making content. I mean, I probably won't stop even if I'm not really gaining subscribers. I just honestly have fun playing the game. And I think it's cool, too, just to include other people in what I'm doing in the game. I enjoy doing that quite a bit as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. It seems like a lot of you are. A lot of people are leaving comments saying, hey, I love your channel. I love what you're doing. Keep it up. So I'm just going to keep it up for you guys and keep making gameplays and everything like that. And I mean, I've been doing guides, and yeah, I know there's guides on everything already out in Farming Simulator 19. I'll be more on top of it when they eventually release Farming Simulator 21. But for now, I'm just kind of catching up and doing that. So yeah, that's just kind of what we're doing. I've been trying to release a guide video every other day, essentially, on the opposite days that I do No Man's Land. No Man's Land is just, they're probably my best videos, I think. It's probably my favorite gameplay series, too. I do have a Sandy Bay 19 one on Seasons, but that one doesn't seem to be necessarily as popular. But please check it out. I think it's pretty cool, too. I enjoy doing that one as well. Sandy Bay 19 is a really neat map. If you haven't seen that, go watch the map tour on that, too, that I have on my channel. But anyhow, enough talk about that. I'm going to let him work on that, and then we are going to go start mowing. So I'm going to go work on that for you guys. All right, so our last field is fertilized. So everything's been weeded to fertilizer states. Still need lime on those bad boys. Hopefully we haven't missed out on too much by not liming them. Probably would have gotten a lot more, honestly, off each of our yields, but or at least a little bit more off each one. A lot in total. But as you can see here, I've been busy mowing. So once we get all this grass collected, I think I finished up over here. Yeah, I was moving the seeder. The tractor's hooked up to the seeder there. I was moving it so that way I could mow this area here, and then I'll take the... oh, gosh. Why can't I think of it? I'll take the milling machine. There we go. And I'll go pick up all that grass there. So let me go ahead and dump this guy off here. I'll just leave the fertilizer in it. All right, and we're not going to need him right now. So let me hop back over to our... And I need to repair this tractor. I keep saying that, but I have not yet repaired it. So actually, let me just do that real quick. Get this tractor repaired. And can I move this by hand? No, of course not. Say I bumped that over some way or another. So, all right, let's go repair this tractor. It'll probably work better after we repair it. And then we'll mow that last chunk of grass there. This chunk here. And then I should get rid of that stupid rock. I can if I go into Terraform Tools. I figured that out over by the pig's pen. Which makes me want to get rid of this rock too here if I can. I hope I can get rid of those ones. Alright. Let me get this guy fixed up. This one might be, it's probably, I guess, $300-ish to repair. Oof, almost $500. That was pricey to get that guy fixed. But that's okay. He worked hard and he needed to get fixed. So it'll all work out in the end. Alright, so I'm going to finish up mowing, and then I'll bring you guys back in when I'm going to get ready to start collecting stuff with the milling machine. But as far as our crops go, yeah, it's getting still about the same area. Again, I cut all that, so I'll cut this section here. I'm not going to worry about those ones right now. But I'll cut this section here, and then we'll pick that up, and that should be a fair amount for the silo. Maybe we won't blanket it yet until we get more in there, but yeah, just that way we have a ton in there when we go to sell it next. But we'll kind of see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how much we end up fitting in there. I mean, it's not a super big silo, but yeah, I'll kind of go from there, and I'll keep mowing. All right, I finished that up. Now I can go dump the mower off and shoot. I don't know, right over that works. Whatever. We'll go hook up the milling machine with our big trailer, just because we're gonna get a lot of grass off of this. And then we're going to turn this strip here into a field, probably just to down to like, I don't know, like here-ish. There's still a decent gap between the two fields, but then we'll go ahead and turn that into just a nice little field. I think that'll be perfect, and then we can fertilize that guy. It'll just take us, honestly, a half a second to fertilize, so it really won't add any extra time or anything to anything, but it will definitely help us get more grass. So looking forward to that. Hopefully in the next episode or two, we're going to end up getting another chunk of land. And then, gosh, though, before we get another chunk of land, I almost feel like we need a more powerful tractor. Yeah, probably end up selling one of the fence and getting a more powerful tractor. We'll probably keep the one that doesn't have the upgraded engine, so we can get a little bit more when we sell it. We'll sell the one with the upgraded engine, and then we'll keep the one that doesn't have the upgrade. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep the nicer one, but sell it and get ourselves a nicer tractor so that we can hopefully pull our cultivator back there a little bit more successfully. Yeah, that would be kind of our goal, so we can create fields more efficiently. But let me get this guy going. We'll get some grass picked up here. This thing's kind of touchy. If you guys can hear my keyboard in the background on my recording, just let me know in the comments. That way I just at least know about it. I'll probably be able to hear it when I'm editing too, but if you hear any noises or anything, or you want me to adjust anything with my audio, or there's anything you don't like, just let me know. I'm definitely open to all that. So feel free to give me comments. That'll help me out too. So I want these videos to be as enjoyable as possible. So if there's anything I can do to make them more enjoyable, or make the gameplay series more enjoyable for you guys, that's kind of the goal. So just let me know. I'm always happy to make changes and fix things up and everything like that. That's right, this thing is the vacuum cleaner that can go all sorts of different ways to get everything picked up. It is a miracle machine. Boy, just off this little stretch here, we're getting, what, 7,000? Looks like we're going to get about, yeah. Let's see if we can get 7,000. Oh, so close. 6,963 off. But it's still off this little stretch, that's not bad. But I need to avoid driving in the field there so I don't wreck the crops. Turn this off. It should make it a little easier if I lift it up, turn it off. Hopefully, too, my mumbling has improved where I don't mumble as much. And when I do mumble, hopefully the mic picks it up and it's just me talking quieter versus just cutting in and out, as that was how my previous microphone settings were. So, excuse me. Hopefully that's a little bit better and it doesn't have that issue anymore. Or at least it's less often. So that's just my goal is to always improve. Again, I'm still relatively new, as you know. If you've been on this channel for a little bit, you know I'm relatively new to YouTube. So I've only been on here since, late March. So definitely not very long at all, really. So I'm still trying to figure everything out and get everything going. And I'm still working on getting better at editing and everything like that. So I'm always just trying to improve what I got going on. And hopefully I am actually slowly improving at least. But and if I talk too fast or anything like that, let me know too. I know one of my Sandy Bay episodes I talked a little fast, so I apologize about that. I try to talk slower and not jump around as much as possible, but I just kind of talk as my brain goes, and that just kind of sometimes is what it is. But I do need to slow down and divide out kind of what I'm talking about a little bit more, and I think I'll get better at that as I do more YouTube videos and I do more videos here and more gameplays and more guides. I mean, obviously when I do guides and tutorials, those are like honestly pretty scripted. For the most part, what I'm saying I plan out ahead of time just so it's a little really well organized. But when I do my gameplay series, I just hop in the game and I'm like, well, here's what we got going on, and I just kind of play through it. So I just try to kind of keep it as real as possible. And yeah, we've got an end goal, but I want to try to do at least keep it kind of exciting, where at least, okay, yeah, we're slowly working our farm up. Some days it might just be, yeah, we just did some stuff, like, yeah, we just mowed some grass, and, you know, like today we're just mowing grass. I mean, we have the city going for us, but as far as farming goes, we didn't really do anything terribly exciting or get anything terribly exciting going. We're just kind of trying to get more money and pay stuff off and everything like that. So That's just kind of what we're working on. Now we can actually make this a really, oh, I was like, why isn't it picking up anything else? We're full. So yeah, we can just make this a very profitable farm. So that's kind of our goal here, is to do that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and dump this guy off. We'll go kind of towards the middle. Oh, I need to go to this. There we go. I was trying to technically dump out my milling machine, and that's why I wasn't liking that. I'm gonna try to pile it up a little more, because I'm gonna have to pack it down anyways, but I don't want it to leak out either end. So I'm gonna try to get it as close to the center. So I might put a load on each side. Honestly, it doesn't look like very much when you load it up in there. And I might as well, while I'm here, let me just go to, might as well turn this on and get her lower down and just pick this stuff up on the way out. Just makes more sense to be more efficient. There we go. And I think if we have any chaff sitting outside of the bunker silo, I think what we'll do is we'll just be a little bit smarter about it. We'll probably just grab the front loader bucket and lift it up that way, just because that makes more sense than doing what I did that last time. Because I didn't even know this thing was going to glitch out like that. Normally, like stuff in FS19, well, if you already have like one crop type loaded or whatever, it's only going to pick up that crop type and it won't kind of do that. But of course, this is a mod, so I doubt they tested that deeply into it to make sure that wasn't going to happen. But anyhow, I stand by the milling machine. If you don't have it in your games, you need it. But yeah. Well, guys, this episode's starting to get along, so hopefully you guys are cool with it. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, we only made it to almost 2 o'clock in game here, but yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode, guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching. If this is your first time on the channel, I welcome you and thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes I may post or any videos I may post. But yeah, go ahead and drop a like too, or a comment if you have anything you want to see in the future as well. So again, guys, this has been Farmer Cop, and thank you for watching.